In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to explain to you what my trifecta theory is to help you get more leads inside your business so that you actually grow your coaching business. So there's 3 things I call the trifecta that you have to focus on to getting more qualified leads inside your business. The first one is your ICA. Everybody talks about who your ideal client avatar is, or your avatar or your niche, right? And we're going to say why that's important in a second. The second thing is going to be the call to action that you want those individuals to take. And really, if you'll notice here, I'm going down the list of what your Instagram bio should look like. It's who I help and how I help them, the call to action that I want them to take, and then the content that I produce that speaks to that ideal client. So we have who we help and how we help them, our ICA, our avatar, ideal client, our niche. We have our call to action. What do we want them to do? Do you want them to fill out an application? I hope not, even though what you're doing, that's not the best thing you could do. But do they join a free community? Do they get a free lead magnet? Like, what is it that you want that person to do? And then number 3, content needs to speak to that individual. So starting off the top, who your ideal client is. This is really important because the first time somebody comes to your page, they're going to see, do I identify as that person, yes or no? If so, I'm intrigued, let's continue. And then it says, hey, if you're a busy mom looking to lose weight, blah, 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 then they'll notice, hey, I'm busy mom. You help busy moms overcome the all or nothing mentality of yo-yo dieting. Then, hey, get my 27 recipe guide to help busy moms lose 15 pounds or whatever. But basically, you want that call to action to match who your ideal client is. And then you want your content to be to that individual, right? Content to busy moms focused around what your lead magnet actually is. And so if your lead magnet is a recipe guide, then I want all my content, or at least I would say 60% of my content, to be about macros, food, nutrition, and recipes. Why? Because that's the content that goes out on my Instagram Explorer page or the reels that you're producing, attracting in women wanting to lose weight through recipes. And then when they come back to your Instagram page, they see that you help women lose weight. And then they see, hey, you can get more recipes just like this one here. So they came to your page through a piece of content around nutrition. And then they can see, hey, I can get more recipes like this piece of content. This is how I found you in the first place. Yeah, I'll do that. Most people aren't going to be like, yeah, let me fill an application just because I like this piece of content. Doesn't really make sense. You don't drive by an apartment and be like, I kind of like that from the outside. Let me apply, and then I'm going to go take a look at it. That's not how that works. You want to learn more before you take that next step. No one's going to purchase from you until they buy into you, but no one's going to buy into you until they learn from you. So no one's going to apply and then immediately buy, or they're not going to apply until they already know they want to buy. It's just, this is the next step to take, and how much is it? So if we can get them through the door through a lower piece of content, right, recipe, and then we give them more recipes, now we actually gave them a lead magnet to get into the funnel. So the trifecta is, does my content speak to a certain individual? When they land on my page, can they identify that they are that person? And then can they easily enter into learning more from you versus, hey, fill an application to buy from me? And this is the biggest difference that I see between coaches that are able to truly scale without a massive following versus those that just play the volume game. And so DM me to get started and this, that, whatever, it doesn't really hit as hard if you don't have a big following. And even if you do have a big following, it works because you have volume. It does not mean that you're focused on converting as many people as possible. So for example, I make this analogy that if I'm 5'3" playing basketball, I cannot take the same strategy that somebody that's 7 foot. You have to play a different game because you're on 2 different skill set levels. 7-footer is probably not as good as shooting, but he's definitely better at rebounding. The 5'3" is probably not great at rebounding against somebody 7 foot, but he's probably a better shooter from the perimeter. So you focus on playing your game. And if you don't have 50,000 plus followers, and even then it's not that many, you have to focus on the conversion game. If you're doing over $10,000 a month in sales, you understand how important conversion is. And if you are doing over 10,000 in sales and you're still doing the application process, you're still doing the DME, if you're ready to get started, hard process, then you're just not making as much money as possible. And I come from an e-commerce background. I'm going to explain to you why that is. When we focus on the trifecta of things, you're trying to get as many people as possible that see your content and see your page to learn from you. Because when I go to a supplement website, because as you know, I'm a co-founder of Rise Supplements. The main thing that we focused on was trying to get data, name, number, and email. And the average website conversion on any e-commerce platform store that does over 7 figures is 3%. And you spend tens of thousands of dollars every month trying to get it to 4%. And it's about impossible. But that's the main objective, is focus on the conversion based on the volume. If you focused on just trying to get 3% of your traffic that click the link in your bio, you wouldn't have a business. Because let's say you had 100 people click, that's only 3 clients a month. That's not enough to grow a sustainable business, right? But if I had 100 people come to my Instagram, I'd want to have the same conversion rate that we do with an e-commerce website pop-up where it's name, number, and email. They convert around 35% to 30% of everybody that says, hey, would you like to get 15% off or free shipping? What do you got to give me? Email and telephone number. And so you want to take that approach into your coaching business. Now, the thing about it is that lead magnet is very specific based on why you came to that website. Right? So I had a coffee company. We did about 10 million in sales before I exited in 2023. Out of 239,000 orders, the one thing I realized is that I had a better chance of selling to them within a 7 to 14 day window than I did the first day they landed on the website. So I needed that opt-in to be very specific about what I was selling. And I'll give you a great example. I don't want to give away a free workout program as far as my pop-up when I'm selling coffee, or hey, when you order today, you get a free box of K-Cups. Something that speaks directly to the product I'm selling. So the trifecta of this is the content that I post needs to be around coffee, the experience that you get by drinking our coffee. From there, when you click the link in the bio, when it goes to the website and you have the pop-up, my pop-up is specifically based around the type of content which you saw. And it's also with the same objective of saying, I'm trying to get you to purchase that product, coffee. When you relate that to your coaching business, you essentially want to have your content speak about, let's say you're a macro-based coach. You're going to talk all about macros and nutrition, not so much about workouts, because that's not what your lead magnet is about. But that would be saying that, hey, you're going to post about macros, but then your link in bio, the main focus of it is to learn about how to get a better morning routine. They don't really correlate when it comes to the content. And so people came in to learn about macros, which is why they came to your page through that reel that you posted about macros. But then your lead magnet is either A, you're doing applications, was like buy my stuff, which is going to get you 3%, which is really, really low. But then also too, it doesn't speak about macros. Maybe it's about a morning routine, and those don't coincide with each other. The trifecta is broken, right? You can have the right audience and you can say, I help the right people, and that content correlates. But if your lead magnet doesn't match that, you're not actually going to get leads. And so hopefully that makes sense, is that you need them all to align so that you have this perfect trifecta of getting people into wanting to learn from you, so they will then buy from you. So to recap, have your bio and your call to action in your bio and your content all be relatively the same. And I would say have a 75% synergy overlay so that you have more people that see a reel come in and say, hey, I saw that reel. I'm the person that you helped that watched that reel. I would like to learn more about you helping me as that person, plus the type of content which I came in from. Let me get more of that free stuff. And then from there, they go into a CRM or funnel, which is essentially what we build, which is why I teach this, because I can build you an amazing funnel that automates the process of once the lead comes in, the auto text, auto email, etc. But if you don't have any leads, it's pointless. And so this is why a traditional website is also, I feel like, doesn't work very well, is because it just showcases who you are, but it doesn't help the person take the next step forward. It just says, hey, these are people I've worked with. Great, but how are you going to help me? Right? Joining a free community, getting your macros set for free, getting a free cookbook, a free ebook, a free workout routine, morning course, sleep course, like something that is going to help your ideal client, your niche, learn from you, so they will then want to learn more about buying from you later, right? Because the funnel is nothing more than, hey, I've got some free stuff. You want it? Sure. In exchange, I'm going to need you to give me your name, number, and email. And then once that happens, then we're going to text message them, make sure that they got that free stuff that you gave them. Now I want to say, let me know if you got any questions. That's the biggest killer ever of actually getting leads in the business, because you killed the conversation. I want to make sure, hey, did you get the thing that you got from me for free? Awesome. Why did you get it? Then we ask and inquire about why they wanted that free thing. And then from there, we try to say, hey, like, would you like to get on a call, me help you with some more of stuff like that? Then you sell more of the free thing that you gave them, and then you fulfill it. That's all a funnel is. But you cannot get somebody into the funnel unless your content, your ideal client, and your lead magnet all correlate. And that's what the trifecta is. If you want to learn more about how to get software put into your business, help automate this process and get on more coaching calls to help you, all you gotta do is click the link below this video. I'd be happy to help you set up a CRM inside your business. If you found this helpful, appreciate it if you would share it, like, subscribe below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.